Sit back.
Relax.
You're here with us,
The
Cozy
Cozy
Critics.
I'm Ken.
I'm Michael.
And sometimes I'm Dan.
Alright. Today's film. What was today's film?
Between Worlds.
Starring Nicholas Cage.
Yeah. That was Nicolas Cage's movie.
One of the best performances. I can't even joke about it. I have no idea what I just watched.
Oh yeah, me neither. Like, I really...
What is the genre of this movie, Mike?
I think it was under thriller. I think it was like thriller, mystery.
I don't know if this was a mystery, a thriller, a murder, a horror, a haunting, a porno.
I like from what you can gather from the movie, it seems like
it's every genre mixed in one.
No, it just seems like it was originally a porn script, but was rewritten to be like a movie, to be like an actual movie. Because like there's weird stuff in this movie that makes you really think that it was probably a porno. But we're getting a little ahead. Let's start from
the top.
The top, yeah.
Well, you guys laugh, or you guys could laugh about this because we actually start not from the top, upside down. The first thing you see is the camera is pointed upside down, and you don't understand what's going on, and it really turns out that you're underwater.
No, you're like you're under like the bottom of like a ice,
like a little icy lake.
Yeah.
And like the way the camera angle is, it's just like it's in the water, but it's upside down in the
Between
water.
Worlds. Sorry, it's so abrupt. I had to do it abruptly.
The title screen came out before anything
just
else.
incredibly abrupt.
Yeah, it was like 2 seconds in.
Title screen, not even a second. Just I need a timer, but it was about 30 milliseconds in. Not even a second. It was just immediately there.
Okay. And it turns out, it's like a flashback or something, but
it clearly states in these notes, "Bitch is drowning."
I see. You can't question the notes.
It's accurate.
Yeah. Well, there's the thing. This movie, it tries to make you think that a lot of things are important. It tries to be deep. It's one of those. It's a pretentious, stupid movie.
Over complexed at times.
Overcomplicated, but not saying anything.
Exactly.
Basically.
So it's just like
it's a nothing movie. It's not made for anybody. It's not made for people with brains. It's not made for people without them.
It's just
because people with brains will be like, this is stupid. People without brains will be like, I don't understand.
And I'm both. I think it's stupid and I don't understand. So it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so it's not made for normal people. It's not made for anyone. But let's get back on topic.
It starts with
starts with Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. His boot hits the ground.
Oh yeah, the very first scene you get of actual people moving.
Oh, well, you get introduced to what is Nick Cage's foot. He's going into a convenience store. He gets stuff, like he gets ringed up first, and then he starts shopping.
Yeah, he gets this little hoagie and a soda, and like, what was the guy's name?
Larry.
No. That was the other guy. Ricardo. That was his name. He's just like,
bring me up, Ricardo.
Keep the change, Ricardo.
Which is a fat ass white dude, and for some reason it zooms in on his ass crack.
Yeah, the very first scene we get of Ricardo over here is.
Why do we need that?
Ass crack.
Ass.
Oh, and this isn't really important, but he's a truck driver.
You mean the whole movie?
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, this whole entire podcast is not important. But.
Yeah. Why are you listening to this? This is garbage.
Who else will review this movie? Who else will go and
probably Ralph the movie maker if we ask him nicely.
Yeah, so don't ask him. Please, we need this.
Yeah, this is our title shot.
But
This is our career.
he's not reviewing in a car with a dog.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
We go the extra mile.
In the hood.
We're always on the go, in the hood, etc. Well, besides that, it's confusing to start with.
It starts with the girl drowning in a lake or whatever, and then it's Nicolas Cage being
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage being Nicolas Cage.
This is an accurate depiction of Nicolas Cage. You think, this
he
movie...
he looks all sweaty and gross and confused, like he doesn't know where he is and what he's doing.
An accurate depiction of Nicolas Cage.
Was it just me, or was it like some scenes he was fat, some scenes he was like so fat?
Oh no, it's probably because they shot at different times.
Sometimes they suck your gut in.
Yeah,
I don't think he was sucking gut though. Like, you can tell when someone's sucking gut. That guy, like, he gained weight for that, and then like they had to reshoot like a year later.
He had to lose it again.
Yeah, he was losing weight for another movie they had to do the next day.
These are one of the various issues we're gonna find in this movie. But basically, we start with Nick Cage finding a woman in a bathroom getting choked out by some random man.
He hears the
Thank you.
He hears the
You disgusting freak.
Fucking fight.
Okay.
Like, he hears her getting choked out. Hears like the noise or whatever, and then he goes and he
kicks in the door.
Yeah, he kicks in the door. He beats the dude up, and then he's like, "We don't beat up women here in the South." But
twang. But like, doesn't that twang? He has a southern twang in the beginning, and then it just kind of fades in and comes back.
I thought that was what I thought that was normal for him.
Yeah, like nothing stays with him.
I don't know.
I thought that was his accent.
Where is Nick Cage from anyway? We'll do the research sometime later.
I don't know. He's probably from the moon or something.
He's not from this earth for sure. Nick Cage, Shia LaBeouf, Michael Cera, Tom Cruise, all not from this world. But
all of them are aliens.
We'll get to that another time. So
they're all found.
He saves said woman. A woman was like, "Bro, hey yo, I was trying to
get choked out,
make it happen."
And then he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about, you crazy bitch?" Like a normal person would.
Yeah,
but then this lady, she's just like, she's suddenly explaining her entire life.
Like, listen,
it's
like,
really
I have this thing that happens when I get choked out.
That she has like an out of body experience, and she's trying to get
her daughter out of a coma.
Yeah, because all of a sudden she starts explaining like, "Oh, my daughter's in a coma, and I was trying to."
Like, out of nowhere, like, it's Nick Cage literally just met her.
Yeah, and he's like,
she's like, "My daughter's in a coma." It's like,
explain
the choking, please.
And then she explains that, when I was a teenager, I had an out of body experience, and I saw myself drowning in like the ice lake.
I did it a couple times, she said.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, right? While he's talking to woman, which they don't really give her a name. I think her name's Julie.
It is Julie.
Okay, so Julie.
His name's Joe.
Joe. While Joe's talking to Julie, I'm just gonna call him Nick Cage.
Joe. Yeah.
Well, Nick Cage is talking to Julie. We get a zoom up on him, and there is 17 rings on his fingers. Obviously, he's wearing a trucker hat. He looks scruffed up and dirty, and he's sipping from his flask. Flask. And I just want to know, Dan, you have family that's a trucker. Do they wear 17? Does he own 17 rings? Does he wear them all at the same time?
No, my dad does not wear 17.
Okay, so this is inaccurate towards truckers.
My dad wears his one wedding ring, and he has.
You sure it's not a skull ring, a diamond ring, a ring he pawned, a fake ring, a mood ring, a ring pop?
He had a ring pop.
Okay, just make sure.
Once. After he ate it, he threw it away.
Nick Cage is a method actor, so he knows how to get in these roles.
Oh, yes.
Well,
he
you should look.
He personally spoke to my dad on how to become a truck driver.
You should look up how he gets into his character, because it's pretty weird.
Become Nick Cage. That's all it says.
Oh no, it's like, I don't know. He wears some like tribal paint. Like, he puts tribal paint on himself. And
he just wants to be The Rock, man.
He has some like crazy.
Nick Cage wants to be Nick Cage. There's nothing else that Nick Cage wants to be.
Nick The Rock Johnson?
No. Even though that's the ultimate
Cage?
being. That would be the ultimate being. We will not be able to stop that. That would be horrifying.
We're going.
That is my worst fear.
We're going too far astray.
Okay, we're going astray. But while she's telling him, Nick Cage, her life story.
Julie's telling Joe her life story.
No, he counteracts with my life story really quick. It's like, oh, my family,
Died in fire.
No.
Oh yeah.
You're underselling the shit out of this.
Yeah, you're right.
He's like, I had a family. Blah, blah, blah. What happened? I have a daughter. Oh, what they did? Like, oh, they're dead.
Yeah, he was like an asshole. For some
Too
reason.
bad they're dead.
Oh wait, oops.
He's
they're
like,
dead.
Too bad they're dead. It's like, well, okay, fuck.
Well,
Weirdo.
like
It's like, all right, I wasn't being an asshole.
My parents are dead too, but like, fuck you, dude. It's just like, alright.
And while this is happening, which this movie goes a billion miles per hour, and I know it sounds like we're stuttering and mumbling, but this is what Nick Cage is speaking, and this is how the story is told, right?
No, this is how. I know we're talking about it like kind of sloppily, but it's because
the movie is.
Yeah, it's
that's how
everything.
The movie set up is.
Everything's happening like all of a sudden. It's like, oh, she has like powers to connect to ghosts. She needs specifically to get choked out.
It's weird. She has to be unconscious.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
And it's
and we gotta also think. While she's explaining her powers and Nick Cage is underselling his family being dead, he's slipping from his flascarino, and he's drinking real hooch. He's but it sounds like it looks like, he's drinking like 140 proof of some hot moonshine or some shit, because he's all over the place.
He's zooted. He is gone.
Yes.
And remember, he was also smoking weed in the truck too.
That dank.
That dankarino, that marinara.
Well, finally, Nick Cage is like, well, you see dead people or transport dead people. I'm a drunk high fuck. Let me take you to hospital to see your daughter. So we go to hospital, and daughter's like, oh, LMAO, I'm dead.
Yeah, and
so she's fucking flatlining.
And then she's like, the mom. Julie?
Julie is her mom.
Mom to Julie.
Yeah.
Billy is the name of the daughter.
Yeah. Julie, she is like, okay, choke me out now. And Nick Cage is like...
really into it.
It's like, fine, alright. And he chokes her out, and I guess she thinks she saves her daughter, and because her daughter comes back to consciousness. Oh, and some there's this voodoo lady. There's
this nice nurse.
Yeah.
But like,
what are you doing here? I see you.
Yeah, she looks at her.
In the movie, she's like, you did a good thing. Make sure she stays with her.
Oh no, she is here forever. Or she's back for now, or back forever.
Some bullshit.
She's misleading as shit.
She's like, yeah, she's the cryptic lore lady. Who knows what's happening. She knows like what's happening, but it's like she has no actual place in like the story, like, because you don't know who she is.
And this is
like a nurse, but it's weird.
And this is the first of many. While she's having this vision, this is the first of many times where, yeah, she sees the daughter and dying, and the nurse lady talking to her, and she also sees a vision of Nick Cage having sex with her daughter, which is all over this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
it's not even foreshadowing. It's just like, it's dirty sex. A lot. It's gonna happen. Yeah, in your face. But, finally, she has the vision, and the mom leaves the room because her daughter's alive again. Nick Cage gets a shitty cup of coffee, which he's drinking hot bean water. That's some shitty coffee he's drinking. I could tell he didn't even put one sugar in it. That's a ballsy man, because you ever drink that watery...
We're still in the hospital, right?
Yeah, if you drink that hot watery bean water from hospitals and shit. It's just awful. Or just not even hospitals, just waiting room. He's drinking that waiting room coffee, so you know he's crazy.
It's just.
And then she's like, "Oh my god, you should like get out of here." And he's like, "No, I'm gonna stay here so I can eventually clap your cheeks." She's like, "Really? That's amazing." And then biker kids come by. It's like, "Yo, how's your daughter, dog?
How's she doing, dog?
How's she doing, my G?"
Yeah, they're basically the ones that are kind of responsible for it. For her
Crash?
driving recklessly, her behavior, and just getting her involved in driving recklessly with the motorcycle, I guess.
All I know, she tells the kids to fuck off.
Yeah, well, I'd be mad too.
Yeah, I would. It makes sense what she does, but it's just like they're like 29 and 31, and they're like, "I'm your daughter's friend." Yeah.
Aw, yeah.
Your daughter gives me head every night.
Headaches.
Facts.
And she gave me that giraffe neck.
Yeah.
Oh, that extra giraffe neck. We'll get to that soon.
Oh yeah.
So
that'll be a joke for many fans.
Nick Cage goes into the hospital room, and the girl's like, "LMAO, I know you, Chief." And Nick Cage is like, "I don't know you, dog." And he's like, "Hold up, player. Let me get your mom. Fuck the doctors. She doesn't need a doctor. She just died not too long ago. And they need to know when she wakes up. Why did the doctors don't come? Where the fucking doctors? Well, when she was dying, the doctors were slow as shit. They're trying to, okay, make sure you push the crash cart very, very gently. We don't want it to fall over. Somebody's dying here. We don't want to make too much noise. It might scare them.
We might wake up death.
You know, you don't know." So he's like, "I'll get your mom since you know me." And he ends up getting the mom, and the mom's like, "Oh my god, you're alive, blah blah blah.
She's alive."
Well, the mom talks to the daughter. There's like a weird moan, like the daughter's like, "Oh, it's so
Oh yeah,
it's so
there's
bright."
There's a lot of
Overly sexualized moans, and groans.
Maybe it's the point, but it's kind of lost on you when you're watching it.
Remember, this was supposed to be a porn, so.
Well, I mean, I say it as a joke, but I don't know if that's actually the case. It feels like the script was changed into a psychological thriller, but it was supposed to be a porno.
This was a denied Pornhub movie. That whoever directed this movie decided to grab on their way home from the office.
And they decided to write their genius psychological thriller on it.
And then,
to compete with The Shining and Silent Hill 2.
Hire the most hireable actor in the world, Nick Cage, and other people, and make this movie a reality.
This movie truly is porno with a plot. Well, after
and without the nudity as much. Like not enough nudity.
A lot of ass.
We saw one titty.
Saw a lot of ass. It was mostly ass, actually.
Mostly ass.
Just be glad we didn't see Nick Cage ass.
I'm disappointed that
the first ass. Oh no, we didn't.
We saw his thigh.
Yes.
I'm very disappointed that the first ass I get to see.
We saw a bit of his cock.
We saw him in his underwear.
Well, I mean, I guess we saw the bulge of his cock.
Of his cockarina.
Might as well seen him naked. But after this,
I was confused. It looked kind of.
I wanted to see the bitch's feet. I just want to see the bitches naked.
Because I thought that was his penis, and it looked bizarre.
Like, why does it have a tribal pattern?
Yeah, his mandingo was just flying through the wind.
Yeah, but that's like way farther in the movie.
Alright, let's get back on track.
We were not off track. Nick Cage goes and dreams about having sex with the mom. And sure as shit, what happens? They go home, she offers him a drink, and fucks the shit out the mom.
Yeah.
And it's awkward.
I remember when he broke a lamp and the lamp magically reappeared, but that's just me nitpicking.
Yeah, well, I think they shot the scenes in a different order. Because that lamp, there was a lamp next to them while they were like going to Pound Town.
Oh, he was clapping them cheeks.
And like you can clearly hear and see that the lamp falls. And then in the next scene, when of course, every single fucking time, this drives me insane. I need to get this out of here because it drives me fucking nuts. Every fucking sex scene in these fucking movies. Why are they smoking a cigarette afterwards? Fuck you. I hate that.
You forgot your favorite scene.
I hate that shit.
You forgot your favorite scene, Mike. You told me specifically at this point. We stopped the movie because...
Yeah, we stopped it like 3 times for this.
Because he fucking moans.
Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, when he's having sex with the mom, like he's like
this.
He sounds like a car. He's like,
he freaking like. I think Nick Cage, like actor, was really into this scene because like that moan was just. It went from
He's like
to me he sounded like the Rock from Mario 64 that falls.
A little golem.
Oh.
he for sure had a Woody doing this. That's all I got to do.
For the audio, because you're literally next to the mic.
And don't forget the whole like talking dirty thing. Like, he was just like, yeah, bitch, I'm gonna lick your feet and steal the Declaration of Independence, ho. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird because it's like it's trying to be a psychological thriller, but it has these wacky
tacky, or like I forgot what he said.
These incredibly out of place, like super like.
Oh, remember?
Horny
remember, he said he's gonna when he was talking to the daughter later on. He's like, "I'm gonna spank you. I'm gonna spank it into you."
Yeah.
Oh, wait. We'll get to that because that is so.
Yeah. The point is, a lot of the sex talk is very. I don't know if it's a thematic thing, but it comes off as really out of place and weird.
Like it's something like a kid who hasn't had sex thinks he would say. Like, oh, you like it big, right, girl?
Let's sex and pound.
You like it when I am inserting.
Oh yeah, and when Nick Cage is having sex, he's
really going at it.
He's a method actor.
He's overacting. He's like
No, but remember before Joe and Julie had sex, he's just like, it's been a while. I haven't been with anyone since my wife.
I've been on the road for 3 days. I haven't showered. She's like,
no, remember.
I haven't had sex in 5 years. And then all of a sudden,
I don't even remember. I don't even think I remember how to have sex.
Yeah. And he's like,
and he fucking kills it, man.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't beat the pussy up. The pussy fights him.
Like,
he's fighting for submission. He's fighting for it to submit to his will.
Please, like he's begging him at this point.
And if anybody thinks we're talking too much about sex, this is the fucking movie. You watch the movie, and it's 90% sex.
Like, and we're
not joking when we like low key say like this is probably a porn.
We're all straight men, you know, and sex is the first thing. And
I like vagina.
Battery's not a good.
Insert penis and vagina.
Sex
That's what I do.
Sex is the first thing on our heads, but in this movie we're like, oh my fucking god,
you dirty bastard.
We're like, oh my god, stop.
I don't know about you guys, but I just wanted more of the daughter. Oh, the daughter's over 18, by the way, so it's legal.
Shut the fuck up!
I needed to clarify.
If they watch this audience will watch this movie. If they watch the movie, they will know that.
We're not going to force
be people to watch
this movie.
Well, this movie's only an hour and 30 minutes, so. Well,
what?
Yeah, it's only an hour and 30 minutes.
This thing was like 64 hours. I know it paused, but Jesus.
Yeah, we paused it like 13 times, my guy.
No, because I went back a lot. Cause,
there
was some weird
you paused
stuff.
and rewind, and that added like another half hour. Well, the movie, if we just did
mostly
a minute.
Yeah, mostly for like the Nick Cage like moaning, where he's like,
and it wasn't really, technically it wasn't really a full hour and a half because we stopped it right as soon as the credits came in, and that's like 10 minutes of credits.
Yeah.
All right, so after this awkward sex scene that feels like an eternity, we get this convoluted backstory about Julie husband and why he's not there. It doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna.
You don't have to explain it. It's bad.
A lot of Julie's backstory and a lot of the reasons for how she is
don't make sense.
Like no. You don't need to fucking know. You don't need to care. Because the main character here, the main OG squeeze himself, Nick Cage. That's all you need to care about.
That's
not
all
even
you care
Joe.
about.
Nick Cage as an actor himself is the main character of this movie.
Well, after
this feels like a character study of Nicolas Cage himself.
He's starting to become Nicolas Cage in this next movie.
After we get this long, convoluted nonsense story, we get the 3 days later graphic. I don't know why they hit us with that. There it is.
And he's like
out of place too. Like literally,
he's like living with them.
Yeah, pulling up on her brand new truck, and you hear this brake noise like it needs brakes, but it's a brand new truck. Like you tell, it has like 1,000 miles.
I think I skipped something. Like it's like he loses his old truck, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh no, we're getting there.
Right.
This was before. Remember, he's
a little bit before. So basically,
he leaves in like 3
days later.
For some reason.
You know, we get the stereotypical brake noise, and then there's
a lot of like it's stock sounds if you know cars.
Yeah,
I guess
it's up the wazoo. It drives me nuts.
These two know cars. So
I hate to nitpick, but I have to nitpick.
Me and Ken are car experts.
Oh no! Don't put.
Well, we have more knowledge than the average Joe. Like Joe. Of
course, Nick Cage, his character.
I was talking about Joe Mama.
Oh.
Wait. Give us a second. We will be back. Hi. Sorry. There was a technical error. And Dan.
Back.
Yeah, Dan warped out of existence. So.
Yeah, it happens.
Anyway, let's get back to it. Sorry about all that.
About the movie, yes.
About the movie and about
about that movie
and about the technical difficulties.
It happens. Well, all right. So where we left off is Nick Cage walks into Billy's room, or they show Billy's room for the first time. And if you look around, it's obviously supposed to be a teenager's room, but really it's just an Airbnb. That's what it looks like to me. But what I've noticed is immediately I told Dan and Mike here, the stock pictures on her wall, it's not even like pictures of like, oh, that's a celebrity, or oh, that's a model. It's just a Google image picture of abs and a Google image picture of swimming.
Like a swimming, like a person in like a swimming, like looks like a swimming athlete.
Yeah, Olympic swimmer.
Yeah, female.
I don't understand why it cuts there, but basically it cuts back to Nick and Julia. Yeah, Julia.
I thought it was Julie.
Julie, excuse me. I forgot her name. Cuts back to Julie explaining that, keeping track of medication is hard, and I don't know how to use a prescription bottle. They're so hard to open.
Oh yeah, because Billy needs medication because she's recovering.
I don't know how to open the bottle and read the instructions to specifically say.
Yeah, she's stressed out over all the meds she needs to give her daughter.
She
but
needs
it's like
to take it every 3 hours with a meal.
It's like it's not a big deal.
It's really not. It's
just read what the doctor said.
How do I cook so many Hot Pockets? That's all she eats, Hot Pockets. And then Nick Cage is
comforting her or whatever.
Yeah, agreeing with her, rubbing her shoulders and arms very uncomfortably.
Yeah, and as he's hugging her, he reaches for like one of the things, like a bottle, and he drinks it.
This is fucking hilarious. Yeah. So yeah, as Mike's saying, he reaches for a bottle of prescription cough syrup, most likely codeine, which is fucking hilarious. He just takes a big swig of some prescription scissor, as all the rappers be drinking. He just drinks a big gulp of just NyQuil, but prescription NyQuil, and it's fucking hilarious. And
yeah, which was
all while she's explaining that parenting's hard. because I don't know how to read bottles and understand the instructions that specifically say she needs to eat 4 to 5 hours, and when she takes these pills and she cannot drink alcohol. Parenting's hard. I don't understand how to read pill bottles and open them.
Yeah, it's just like a nothing problem, really.
Yes, it's really not. And then they have this really awkward kiss, and it's
we're talking about Nick
kissing
and Julia or
Julie,
not like Billy and Julie. That'd be weird.
And Nick is explaining that well, he needs to get his massive load all over his delivery site, of course, because he's late by 3 days due to the hospital.
Yeah, even though you'd be, you would already have been called, you would have already been reprimanded for your, stupidity.
He would have been fired right now, but sure shit, he shows up to the truck yard, and the boss is like...
obviously mad.
The boss is furious, and he's talking about, you're a boil on my ass. You're worse than a boil on my ass. And Nick Cage is like, well, you're dog shit. Well, that's the name of dog shit. This is bullshit. Bullshit's... No, dog shit's worked in bullshit. And,
no, he's like upset because...
I mean, he's mad, but it feels so jumbling. This whole area, this whole scene just feels jumbled up. But it feels like a genuine, like, sloppy argument you have with a boss. It's like,
I guess.
I don't know, I've had awkward arguments where it's just like, oh, that's bullshit. But this dog shit, this worse than bullshit. It's just... Oh, gosh. So,
I mean, it's not really his boss.
I guess this is one of the few scenes that I kind of liked. That this man refused to pay Nick Cage for his massive load he was dropping. 3 days late, of course.
Yes, I would at least, like, deduct it. But it's just $18.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. He deducts it so much, he gives Nick Cage $18. Well, he owes Nick Cage $18.60 cents, but he gives him a 20 bill, and he says, keep the change. And Nick Cage, sure as shit, keeps the change. It's hilarious. And then, to finish off that argument, somebody walks in the room. They're like, oh, they're repoing your truck, bro. And Nick Cage and all his drunken wildness, rage, goes outside, finds
the towing people.
The repo man, that's what I'm looking. He finds the repo man, and he's basically saying, oh, can't take my truck, my stuff is in there, and they're like $500. Big old tough guy spiel, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but the most important thing is that they don't allow him to take his personal belongings. Like, why?
Yeah, it's literally illegal to do that.
Why? Yeah, fuck you, dude. He could literally have gotten a lawyer because you're not allowed to do that.
Well, Nick Cage makes a phone call and has another one of these awkward emotional moments with Juliet, and it's like,
it's Julie.
Julie?
It's Julie.
Julie?
Yes.
Isn't Juliet?
No. You thought it was Julia also.
Fuck. So it's Julie.
It's Julie.
He goes talks to Julie awkwardly and fuck Julie. Shut the fuck up, Julie. Good reference if you know what I'm talking about. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, great fucking movie.
I know.
So yeah, awkward conversation is like, they took my truck and I don't have weed and...
Oh no, he doesn't tell her about it first.
Oh yeah, he I guess this is what he was supposed to say, but he's just like...
Yeah, he's just like...
mumbling, and she's like, you can stay at the house longer. And she's like, okay, I intend to clap your cheeks later. It's just a bunch of weird old mumbling and jumbling and just weird awkward. See, I just felt awkward when he gets when he tries to be emotional. It's just really awkward.
Well, I mean, this is bargain bin Nick Cage.
True, and there's this weird stock music playing in the background. Or it's not even a stock music. It's like royalty-free music in the background.
I didn't even keep up with any. In my head, like, I didn't hear any music.
He is so, like, he steals the whole atmosphere of the movie. Like, this movie is Nick Cage, but all these little nitty gritty things I try to keep up with. But yeah, there is some weird stock music in the background. So Nick Cage moves back. He goes, opens the door. He's dancing with Julie. He's dancing with Julie.
Yes.
She's letting her sleep there, and letting him sleep there. And,
yeah, Nick Cage is a girl now. No, I was joking.
We cut to Billy's friends also, like a little bit after, knocking on the door, and the mom's like,
wasn't it before? It was before she got the call from Nick Cage, wasn't it?
Possibly, I'm not sure. Maybe out of track here, but long story short, they come over. And they're like, "Is Billy okay?" And then mom's like, you little rascals.
Yeah.
She'll be fine. Take her.
They're not really Chads. They're like Luke's. Like Luke.
Lucas's.
Lucas.
Luke.
Is that more of a stoner name? Like stoner bikers. Like Lucas. Jake's. Yeah.
That's a stoner biker, Chad.
Yeah.
So they're Jakes.
They're Jakes.
Sorry to all the Jakes and Lucases and Chads out there. Sorry.
But you're probably potheads.
And bikers. And stoners. So
that is what a pothead is.
I don't even know where I'm at anymore. I don't know if... All I know is Billy's friends are fucking drug dealers.
Yeah.
They mentioned that.
Oh, and they
go to her room. They serve her lunch, which is fucking a thick-ass slice of bread between another thick-ass slice of bread. Because I didn't see no goddamn peanut butter or jelly.
Yeah, she says it's like... She says it's like peanut butter. Like the mom. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Give it to her. But, you know, it's literally just like 2 slices of bread put together.
Fucking Wonder Bread morphed into more Wonder Bread. That's what it is. It's a Wonder Bread sandwich.
Yeah, the thing is, everyone notices that Billy is not acting normal.
Yeah, definitely.
Like ever since she comes back from the hospital, she's acting like really
not herself. Really, weird.
She's acting like a weirdo. She's acting like she's in a Stanley Kubrick movie.
Nick Cage goes back. Well, it goes back to Nick Cage laughing uncomfortably about something else I can't even recollect.
There's a lot of this is the thing. There was a lot of things in between that like it's so easy to forget because it's just nothing. This movie is
it's just
a bunch of random things
it's
just
happening. Nonsense happening. I think it's
gibberish. This movie's gibberish.
It might be a normal day in Nick Cage's life. I think this is what this is.
Yeah.
It's just like a Saturday afternoon in the life of Nick Cage.
I don't know, but it was bizarre, extremely bizarre, and I didn't. I remember it, but the little in between stuff is just so unimportant, so uninteresting, and so boring that it's just. Ugh.
It really feels like I'm dragging along here, like the movie itself.
But the movie itself is dragging you along. It's forcing you.
Exactly. It's like you can't stop watching it. You have to continue watching it because you just got to see what the next round of nonsense is.
Yeah, because like the random stuff, the random like little in betweeny stuff is important. Even though your brain is like, this is fucking stupid, but like you need to watch it to understand.
My brain.
But even then, you don't understand.
My brain is asking for a frying pan to the back of my head after this movie. What?
Yeah, I'm getting a headache thinking about it again.
I'm glad I didn't. All I know is I'm just gonna skip a bunch of nonsense and get to some very interesting stuff. Like it goes on later tonight. Nick Cage is like, "Where do I sleep?" And long story short, he kind of talks himself into some sex, and he's like, "Fuck me like the Exorcist."
Like the girl from the
girl from Exorcist. It's like, say fuck me, and it's again.
Yeah, it's like a scene from The Exorcist, I
don't know. They're trying to be playful and personal, like they're trying to set that, but this is incredibly awkward. Like with Nick Cage saying
the movie's that. Like this movie's weirdly like perverted, but in a very it's just very like silly. It's very silly, and I don't know if they're trying to like do like a Kubrick thing, but it's not working because
all I know is
it's just ridiculous because like it's just Nick Cage being like, oh,
you have all I know is you don't know what genre of movie this is. Me, Dan, Mike all could not figure out what the fuck is this a thriller? Is this a horror? Is this a porno? Is this action? Is this a hunting movie? Is this a adventure? We don't. Is this a possession movie? Like, well, this whole awkward sex scene of Nick Cage is happening.
Yeah. Billy is watching them, by the way.
Billy's watching them. Billy's walking naked around the house, like with her ass hanging out and shit.
Yeah.
And then one scene she's like wearing clothes that's red and gray. The other scene she's wearing like black and gray. Like it's weird. And the way she's walking down the hallway, it's like fucking creepy. It's like a horror movie. And I'm like, I like that, but it's just like, what? It's just like, it's like another random Nick Cage movie got hit by a horror movie in between and just mashed and they just fused into some random bullshit. It's so fucking confusing.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of movies. It feels like a lot of scripts were like put together, including one from like garbage bin like porno.
They got all the garbage bin recycled stuff and just made a movie. And
yeah, and they found Nicolas Cage in the recycling bin also.
At the end of all this, basically Billy's watching them have sex, putting on her mom's clothes, looking through her mom's shit, and at the end of this one liner is great. Nick Cage has to drain the main vein.
Oh yeah.
I will forever be saying that throughout my course of life. Anytime I have to take a break here, I'm hoping to say drain the main vein. I need to remember.
You probably won't. But
if I need to pee at 6 a.m., I want to wake up the house and say, guys, I need to drain the main vein. Nick Cage taught me that. They will understand. It'll be fine. I swear I won't get my ass kicked. I hope not. I hope.
Alright, what's next?
Well, Nick Cage gets offered a beer, and he says, oh, God. Can't believe it. Do you want a beer? Does the Tin Man have a sheet metal cock?
Oh, yeah. That was Julie, right? Yeah. And
Nick Cage.
I think. Well, I don't know. If, it's probably just a really bad line that he had to read, but because like the people working on this were obviously not.
I think he just needs the money. I'm not sure, but what the fuck? Well, they start watching Animal Planet, and
wait, when did that happen?
Nick Cage is sitting down with Billy. Sorry, I'm kind of jumping through little scenes, little notable things that I've noticed. But they're sitting down, we're watching Animal Planet. Mom's like, "Hey Billy, you should totally help me with lunch and dinner." And
she's not.
And then Billy's like, "Nah, I'm sick."
Oh yeah, and she's doing this. She's doing a cliche that everyone who watches porn knows, which is like the what was it, like a blanket.
Oh yeah, she throws the blanket on herself.
And Nick Cage next to her, and she's like trying to like jerk him off.
Yeah.
You know, it's that.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's that classic Pornhub technique that we all know.
She's acting stubborn after her mom's in the kitchen, and her mom looks away, and she's gonna have sex with Nick Cage. Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's so.
Even though we're not that far off, we are just joking, guys. She says she hates okra. Mom is fucking offended. She's like, "You piece of shit! You love fucking okra. That's all you've been eating for the last fucking gazillion years of your life. You piece of shit." And then it switches to Nick Cage fixing her motorcycle that caused the crash, that caused her coma.
Even though it looks perfectly fine.
It looks 100% fine. And all he does is makes it worse because a bunch of gas just leaks out the gas tank. That's about it.
Yeah. Basically the worst possible thing that could have happened.
Happens.
Yeah, and it wasn't even from the accident. It was from it being repaired, ironically enough.
I hope Nick Cage is my mechanic. I trust him with all my repairs. He's a multi-talented man. Well, after this, Nick Cage is in the house alone with Billy. Because Julie is going to get Nick Cage's stuff from the impound lot.
Yeah,
she has to pay a whole $500.
Yeah, and what else? He comes inside. He comes back inside. Like, I guess he was finished. Like,
yeah, he was. I guess he was done, and he
goes to Julie's room.
Julie's wearing his jacket, and then Julie's explaining.
No, she's wearing his jacket in like lingerie. You know, she's. I don't know. She's dressed like a $6 prostitute. It's weird.
It's just a jumbled up jean jacket. She's like, "Hey, so I'm your wife."
Yeah. So
big surprise, twisty twist.
Yeah, because she says things from their old past.
Yeah.
But
your
okay, so
name insert there. I'm your wife. Your last name's this.
Yeah,
You're not my wife. I'm totally your wife. When I died, guess what? I jumped into this bitch's body, and now I'm your wife. And your wife is an nympho, so I always want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
That sums up that whole scene.
It sounds like we're making a joke, but no, that's really what happens. Apparently, in the beginning of the movie, when Billy wakes up from her coma, she's not Billy. She's Nick Cage's wife who died. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, and here's the thing: when she says his last name, he's like, "Come here, Majors," and he's like, "I'll spank the respect in that ass."
No, I think that's what.
That's what Nick Cage is telling Billy.
That's his last. That was his last name.
Yeah, that's his last name's Majors.
Oh.
His name is Joe Majors.
Oh, that's
or
very
short Joe Mama.
Very patriotic.
Yeah. Oh, let me get started. So yeah, he's like, "I'll spank the respect in your ass," and just like this is borderline porn one-liners. They got the wrong. Bang Bros produced this. I am convinced.
No, it's like
what's the other one?
Family Strokes.
That one, yeah, Family Strokes, because it's all
because I see this like all the time.
This is all stepdad porn. That's what this is.
Or yeah, like daughter swap or something.
Jesus Christ. So we get this scene.
Okay, oh, and pretty much Nick Cage he believes her because she pretty much said things that only his wife can know. And they make out and they bump up uglies.
Well, they're about to have the pee-pee touches together, but Julie is coming back. She's coming back, baby. And she has his shit, and she looks in the tin can full of his shit, and she walks into the door, and they're about to have the nasty.
No, they were. I think they were already having it, but then like Nick Cage stops.
I don't know. They're fully like he had boxers on, and she started clothes on.
I don't know. And he's like getting changed, to make it look like he's not having sex with his girlfriend's daughter.
All I know is I think I skipped one scene that he cries really awkwardly, and the fucking camera cut is horrendous. Like we had to stop the video, the movie.
Oh no, I think that was.
This was either before that he realizes his wife, or it's after the fact. All I know is there is a scene where he's like, "Boo-hoo me, my family's fucking dead," and the fucking crying is awful,
No.
and the camera cuts.
It depends. Was the box there? I think the box was there. The box full of his stuff.
I think the box, yeah, when he gets the box full of his shit back, he does this really bad cry, and it cuts really awful.
Yeah, because for some reason, like, Julie is jealous that he's still attached to his old family, but it's like, alright, you bitch. Like, you'd be upset too. why are you being such an asshole about it? You're like whatever, or like just a very moody.
Wait,
sometimes.
Billy?
No, Julie.
Oh.
Oh, when
Yeah, she's mostly like worried, and then she's happy-go-lucky that a nice man like Nick Cage is in her house, and she's upset with her daughter. It's very emotional.
No, I mean she's like upset because he's like because like he talks about his wife and kid, and she's needlessly bitchy.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, well, his family died in a fucking fire, you asshole. So, screw you, Julie. You're a bitch.
Billy hates.
Billy hates Julie because because Nick Cage was fucking her before he realized Billy was his wife.
Okay, so where do we leave off? This movie you get lost super easily if you're not paying attention, because this movie goes fast as shit.
Yeah, this movie's kind of...
I literally have notes in front of me and I'm still getting lost.
Yeah, this movie's a blur and everything kind of meshes together.
Yes, it feels like one never-ending scene.
Yeah, I don't know. And there's never a good indication of like, is it the next day or is it same day? You know? I don't know if a few days have passed. I don't know. Feels like 2 seconds later, new things happen. You know what I mean?
It's just such a random assortment of scenes. It's so hard to watch. It's a hard watch. That's what it is. It's a hard watch. So where I could leave off from is he got his shit back. He was emotional.
Yeah, he was sad about his wife and whatever.
And there was a vision the mom got. Julie. Fuck. Julie gets a vision of Nick Cage having sex with his daughter, but I think she got there in time, and then she finds Billy going through his shit, and Billy...
The next day, I guess.
I guess the next day, yeah. And Billy's basically just like, fuck off, Mom, I'm gonna look through his shit. It's like, excuse me, young lady, that's not your shit. Yeah, he's my husband, I mean. And she's like, do you mean father? She's like, oh yeah, he's not my father. All I know is this scene is supposed to indicate that it's not her.
Yeah, and it was just no, she was no, because she was talking smack about Julie's dead husband.
I guess so. It's hard. Sorry, please.
Yeah. I'll be back in a second. Sorry about that. Anyway, I was okay. So she was talking smack about Julie's deceased husband. And yeah, cause Julie. Oh, I remember. Julie was like she likes Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
and,
yes.
She was like, and Billy said it wouldn't work. You would just fuck it up like you did your husband. And then, Julie's mad.
You mean your father?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's that. It's just a little bit of a, for Julie to get a hint that there's something else going on with Billy.
I don't know when it happens, but there's a point where the mom is trying to have sex with Nick Cage.
Yeah, and then it's like awkward
not
and
feeling
weird.
it.
Yeah.
And then after a while, puts fingers in her face and then gives him giraffe neck, I think. I'm not sure. It's just really another awkward sex scene.
There's plenty of those in this movie.
Oh God, how many times have we mentioned sex?
This movie has countless amounts. It's annoying, actually.
Well, we get a kitchen scene where I believe that Nick Cage is trying to talk Billy into not killing.
Oh yeah, not killing Julie.
Julie, yes, Julie.
I knew you were gonna fuck that up.
And
yeah, cause like we said, Billy is Nick Cage's dead wife, and she wants to kill her.
After the fact that Billy smacked Julian upside the head with a frying pan, I think this is where it happens.
Really?
I think this is where the climax finally initiates.
No, cause like.
Oh gosh, I want this movie to end.
Cause isn't it like she goes to the voodoo lady first, and then she talks to her about, you know, like, oh, you let like the voodoo nurse lady. She's like, you let the spirit in the world, even though the voodoo lady said she is here to stay. Yeah,
like,
she literally
meaning Billy, the normal daughter, is here to stay and is gonna stay alive. Not, oh, there's an evil spirit in your daughter. Here's the fair warning. I should tell you this a lot earlier.
Yeah, as if she acts as if she already knew. Like she was
like, you did not know that you let a evil spirit.
Yeah, it was stupid. And basically Billy tries to find a way to
if you could only see what I just
Julie, I apologize.
You look like you sneezed and saw God for a split second and came back to reality instantly.
Ugh.
What's the meaning of life?
Nicholas Cage.
That's all I wanted to know. Thank you.
No problem.
Proud of you. Alright, sorry.
Julie is trying to find a way to get Billy back, and get Nick Cage's wife to fuck off, I guess. And she goes back to the house, and she encounters Nick Cage going to Pound Town,
clapping some cheeks.
Yeah,
that's all he knows.
On Billy. Well, Billy's body, I guess. It's so confusing. It's like it's Billy, but it's not Billy. It's Billy, Nick Cage's wife, Billy.
Nick is like, that is my wife, actually.
Yeah.
While he's in a thong, and it's nasty because you just
you see like a
full Cage bulge. Nick
it looks really weird.
Just full balls, just on a thong. It's just in a. It's
weird,
not zoomed in, but you
underwear.
sure as shit know the focus circle is on his bulge. That's the clearest thing in the shot.
Yeah, I think he wanted it.
He is gross. That's what I put in this notes here. He is gross.
Yeah, and what is it?
This is when Billy finally smacks the mom with a bike helmet.
Yeah, because Julie, you know, obviously, like, she has a right to be upset. You're fucking.
You're cheating.
No, it's not that.
I mean, he's
literally like having sex with her daughter's body.
Yeah.
I would be mad too.
Yeah. That's the bad part. Yes, even though
it's your wife's spirit, it's Billy's body, dude. That's gross and disgusting. Well, even though she's legal, but you know,
no.
In a way, it's kind of rape.
It's bad.
It's weird and awkward. It makes me uncomfortable.
It's bad. Okay, so we're gonna fast forward.
Oh yeah, so we're gonna
fast forward quite a bit.
Billy hits Julie
with a fucking bike helmet.
Yeah, and
Billy
says
like, let's go.
Yeah, let's run away.
I have a plan.
Yeah,
and it's like
she wants to seduce
Billy's friends, the biker boys from earlier that are 37 years old.
Yeah, the dope
dealer.
The Jakes.
The Jakes, yeah.
The Jakes.
The Jakes. Yeah, my name's Jake.
My name's Jake. Do you want some pot?
You want some pot? You want to ride a motorcycle? Yeah, Jake.
Yeah. Do you want to use a bong wrong?
Do you? Oh, yeah. If Dan was here, Dan was explaining when Billy arrives to the Jake's house, Billy goes in, gets embraced by one of the Jakes, and they immediately offer her drugs, and they are doing drugs on the inside, and they completely do it like incorrectly. I don't do drugs.
I don't use the weed.
Dan
He's a purveyor
had
of
some
such things.
sort of experience, and he's like, "Oh, they are using, they are misusing that bong." And also, there is a chick there, like dancing on them in one scene, and then she warps out the fucking movie the next scene, even though Dan claims to seen her, but she warped out. Did you see her?
I didn't see her.
I didn't see her either. There's 2 against 1. She fucking warped out the movie.
Yeah, she just vanished.
I wonder how much she got paid for that fucking cameo.
Yeah,
that's forever. That's forever in her whole entire acting career, actress career.
In her career catalog.
I was in a Nick Cage film. She could say that.
A Netflix Nick Cage film.
Jesus Christ. So basically, Billy's like,
oh yeah, and Nick Cage, he shoots a guy. He's dead.
Oh yeah, so Billy's like, oh, what you gotta eat? And they say the saddest, like, we got like Hot Pocket leftover, like,
I don't know, like
ragu and like foot by the foot roll ups in the fridge. Help yourself.
I think they said fruit roll ups.
Fruit roll ups in the fridge. Help yourself. Who the fuck keeps fruit roll-ups and like ragu and Hot Pockets like in a fridge?
Stoners, dude.
Okay, so
alright.
They say the saddest thing ever, and then Nick Cage is like, well, I'm skipping, and he's like, oh,
wait.
We missed the thing that she sneaks into the kitchen and opens the back door. Nick Cage comes in and is like, give me some cash out your pocket. He doesn't even say anything. He just reaches for the guy's pocket, and the guy's like, no.
He takes his gun.
Here's a gun, and then Nick Cage is just like,
yeah, and then they stumble.
They scuffle, and
then he shoots him in the stomach.
Billy's friend gets shot, and then other Billy's friend also got hit earlier with a bat. We forgot to mention that, but it doesn't matter.
But the bat is like it's made out of like wet cardboard.
So you guys were discussing this. Okay, so I am a pro wrestling fan, and what this is a gimmicked bat. This is a gimmick bat. This is a rubber bat that looks exactly like a bat, but during this scene, when Nick Cage hits one of these cronies with the bat, it bounces off of him like a basketball. It kind of goes flying. It doesn't really break. That is a rubber bat, and they do not have a good enough angle to hide it, because I was clear as shit. I thought it was
a wiffle bat or something.
I was trying to hide it. I was trying to think about it the whole day yesterday. What was that shit called? It is a gimmick bat. It is a rubber bat. They use this stuff in like the Three Stooges. Seriously. So we get a gimmick bat. We get a dead guy on the couch, and we get Nick Cage just like, no, man, wake up, man.
Yeah. He shot the dude in the gut.
Dude, wake up, man. He's like upset. The dude like is dead, even though he's trying to wake him up. Like he's like late to work. Like, come on, man. Your mom's calling you, dude. Come on, man, dude. Bro, I have some fruit roll-ups in the fridge, man. He's just upset he killed him.
Yeah, he doesn't actually say that. And
he does say that. No, he doesn't. Never mind.
And they have the money, and
they're like, let's go home.
But I don't know where their home is.
The burnt down house.
No.
They never discuss where the fucking place is at.
Exactly. Like, are you going to like another state? Are you going to another city?
They're going downtown or 5 minutes away. Who knows? We don't.
We don't even know where like this is located. I know they said like some locations, but we don't even know if this is like Louisiana or something.
It could be Battle Creek, Michigan. It could be Wichita. It could be Kansas. It could be upstate New York. Who knows? We don't know what home is. They don't explain that.
Yeah, and
we're supposed to care. And then a friend that got hit by the rubber bat comes back to Billy's house and finds Julie.
Yeah, she just recovered from like getting hit with the biker helmet.
It's like, where's your boyfriend? I'm F word. And then she's like, you fucking doofus.
She's been possessed.
She's got possessed. You won't believe me, but I got a plan. And it's like, I like her. You better have a plan. I have a crush. She's my waifu. And she's like, you watch anime? And then they discuss anime for 4 hours about the complexities.
Oh yeah, and she mentions it. No, and the whole point is she gets to talking about, oh, you have to choke me out so I can have an out of body experience.
Oh yeah,
because she has that power or whatever. But this is the thing I don't understand. Why did she use that?
She astral projects because when she was a kid she drowned and
No. I know that, but like why did she need him to choke her out? Oh no. That was like, oh yeah. And how did they know where Nick Cage and Billy were?
None of this is explained. Mike and I are looking at each other for answers. We saw this movie. We were paying attention. We stopped the movie. We went back. We made notes. We watched in detail. We discussed this several times.
2 pages of notes.
There's several pages of notes. We do not have the fucking answers. This fucking movie is impossible to fucking watch. This movie, I cannot wait. Okay, when we get to the end of this, I'm going to give this a fucking rating. I'm going to discuss. It's a monstrosity. This movie's a fucking monstrosity. Fuck.
It's just like a sloppy. It's like eating a sloppy Joe.
I've sat in thumbtacks on accident, and I had a better time doing that than watching this fucking movie. Okay, or excuse me.
Like, I think I said it yesterday, like last night. This movie is too stupid for smart people, and too complicated for dumb people. This movie's made for nobody.
Mike's a smart one, or I'm the dumb one, or vice versa.
And for normal people, they'll just be like, I've heard Nick Cage is bad, so I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah.
So normal people aren't going to watch it. Stupid people are going to be like, this is confusing and kind of dumb.
This movie
and
is
then
also,
smart people will be like, this is insulting to my brain cells.
This movie is also brilliant because there's this extra niche. What does that make us? Because we watched this movie, so we're not dumb, we're not stupid, we're not normal. This movie is going to make you question the meaning of life itself.
No, it's going to make you question, like, if there are people that have like careers and are getting paid better than you, but make stuff like this, it makes you really question why you work or do anything in life at all.
Good thing you said that, because I just said it's gonna make you question the meaning of life, but we know the meaning of life earlier. It was Nick Cage. Sorry.
So it's like, why work? Why do anything? Why even breathe? Why even pump blood?
Because Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So
and this movie makes me
what?
Not want to do that anymore.
It makes you want to vomit blood, or
it just makes me want to die. I'm not kidding. I just want to go away. I just
not even a rad way.
I just want to fade away, like after this, because it's just like
full blown Thanos snap you out of existence.
Because this movie's not like even hilariously bad. It's a mix of boring bad and bizarre bad.
Just confusing.
It's too confusing. It's too dumb. It's too boring. But this movie's an hour and 30 minutes. Even Point Blank was like longer.
Point Blank.
And I liked Point Blank more than this.
Point Blank is the fucking Da Vinci Code compared to this fucking movie. Point Blank is the goddamn. It's the fucking Lion King compared to this movie. I don't know what this movie is, because I can't say this movie is like, oh, this thing's bad. This movie garbage.
It's just like this movie's so.
What is this?
This movie's hard to like say anything about. Because don't get me wrong, I like psychological thrillers, and I like different stuff, but it's just I don't know what this movie is. I don't know what it's trying to be.
All right, so.
But point is, Nick Cage and his wife, we're getting back on track now.
Because they went to their old house, which is burnt down. Which they did one okay thing, which they had this halfway. It looks normal.
It's like Nick Cage. He's walking in the house,
like he's
and
walking
it's
in,
like
it
it looks.
You remembered it?
Yeah, it's like he's walking in. It sort of looks new, but as he's like going in, it's like sort of like a mix between like the past and the present, because like the house burnt down.
Yeah, it's half burnt. It's half brand new. He finds his daughter's old toy.
Yeah, and it's like it's cool because the room is intact, but the toy is it's like burnt.
Yeah,
and it's like that's a cool little idea. I like that. But
it was okay for a second, but then it switches to nighttime.
It goes back to being dumb again.
Yeah, it switches to nighttime, and Billy or whatever the fuck is like, oh, blah blah blah. You don't seem glad to be home.
Billy Cage. We'll call her Billy Cage.
Billy Cage is not happy.
Billy Cage
is trying to say, Nick, you're not happy to be home. And Nick is drunk as shit. He's like, oh, I promised you the stars.
Yeah.
And starts this random generator, and these Christmas lights turn on.
Yeah, because, I don't know. When they were having sex in, like, earlier parts...
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah. They were, when they were having sex, it would be, like, Billy and Nick Cage. But then it would show it would show Nick Cage and his wife at the same time.
Yeah,
doing the same thing, and it's and it had the lights.
Oh my god! Why did I forget this? There's one really okay.
You're talking about when he's reading the book.
When he's there is a okay.
Yeah, because she wants him to like read this passage from this book.
Yeah, she gets off to this random passage of the book, and it's.
I don't know what book it is, to be honest. I read books, but I don't know what this book was.
I read books on occasion, and I got nothing.
It seems a little obscure, but if anyone knows, I don't know. You might appreciate it. Well, you probably won't appreciate it being in this movie, but...
And Nick Cage having sex to it.
Yeah.
Just know that your favorite book is getting some...
It's getting some recognition.
Nasty sex.
It's getting some recognition.
Through nasty sex. Well, we get them turning on the generator, and then friend number one and
Mr. Jake.
Jake, yeah, I forgot. Jake
and Julie
show up, and they're like, all right, you know the plan? I know the plan.
And yeah, like obviously Jake is like, this is fucking stupid. And he has to, yeah, and he like chokes her out in the car, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because she's like, I don't know. I think she's trying to trap the spirit and trying to get Billy back
into the spirit world.
Yeah, from the shadow realm. I don't know.
They have a confrontation. Billy, which is Nick Cage's haunted wife, is like
Billy Cage.
Billy Cage is like, oh, so I totally killed our daughter while you're away. Like, I was just trying to get your attention, but I ended up killing our daughter before the house caught on fire, and you know I don't do good by myself.
Oh no, because it was because Billy because Mr. Jake and Julie, I guess they sneak up on them. Yeah. And then like they
get caught and somebody points a gun at somebody.
And then yeah, I think
Julie gets fucking shot.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think his she traps the spirit, like the Billy Cage.
You ever fall
in the like the spirit
world? You ever fall up the stairs? That's what this movie is. It's one big stumble, and it's uncomfortable, and you have to get up, and there's people
and it's
behind
convoluted,
you, and they don't know if you're gonna fall down the stairs, but you fell up a staircase, like you missed a step.
Okay, this is a question. This is a question for you, the audience. Did you understand a fucking word of what he just said? Probably not, and that's probably how you'll watch this movie and come out of it, because I'm looking back. I remember what happens in the movie, but it's so confusing. It's confusing in a bad way, though. It's confusing in a nonsense kind of way. Point is, Julie gets choked out before Jake goes into the house, I think, and she traps the Billy Cage in the shadow realm, and
yes,
but apparently doesn't, because I think Julie goes in the house. And then that's when we
get the big reveal.
Yeah, that
she killed his daughter.
Yeah, and then Nick is like, he's fucking losing his mind in the back. But he looked. Shit. Yeah, but I think that's just the alcohol kicking in. To be honest, I think Nick Cage wasn't acting
think it's a Thursday night for Nick Cage.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
I think he was just getting drunk. I think that flask was probably full of like straight up booze.
That was hooch. That
Oh,
was
and you
some
see him
120 proof, baby.
And you see him drink a lot of Jack Daniels in this movie.
It's just a lot of liquor, baby. A lot of hard liquor, baby. All I know is he loses his mind during mid conversation because everything's hitting the fan, and he's just like.
And then Billy Cage shoots Julie or whatever, and then Nick Cage he just fucks off. He just fucks off.
Yeah.
He goes to his daughter's room because he like hears her, and he's like
Sarah.
He's like Sarah Harding.
Sarah Harding.
And it's really awkward and bad. It's bad. It's look. Nick Cage is usually pretty bad. This was horrendous though.
This was not bad enough to laugh at. This was just bad enough to be. I'm upset about this movie.
Yeah, like this. Like he was horrendous. He was horrendous in this movie.
All I know is he dumps gasoline.
No. That's after Billy comes back.
This movie's so excruciating. Okay, so
No,
Billy
'cause Billy
fucking comes back?
Yeah, apparently. Yeah,
Okay.
Billy comes back and then like she's confused and
Jake's like,
Mr. Jake is
get out of here, bro.
Yeah, and then she notices, oh my god, my mom is like she got shot and we need to get her out of here. Then Jake is like no, we gotta go.
No.
We gotta go.
No, we gotta
because
go.
you're gonna live with me.
I don't want to have sex with your mom. I want to have sex with you.
Yeah,
You gotta
because
go.
I think Jake is a fucking loser degenerate, and he just
sells
wants.
drugs.
Yeah, he
They
just.
have fruit roll-ups. In
So
the
he
fridge.
pretty much is like, no, let's leave her, fuck her, because he's a douchebag. He's probably gonna live with her like in a trailer and beat her up. With their future daughter, and his future daughter is gonna become a prostitute. That's what I think.
Zoinks.
There's no happy ending for anyone, especially you, the person watching it. And okay, this is where we get to the best part.
Finally.
Nicolas Cage, he dumps a bunch of gasoline on himself and sets himself on fire. Beautiful CG fire, by the way.
I mean,
because like he doesn't even look like he's burning.
it looks like I've seen Instagram filters better than it. I might as well just
You might as well just put fire emojis on him.
just put a green screen behind him and just beat him to death of it. Like, it was just bad. Just bad.
Yeah, he like.
You don't have to use fire, but just it looks so goddamn awful. Just why? Just why bother? But thank the Lord, 'cause guess what? The movie's fucking over.
Wait, and he pretty much finishes the job and the house burns and he dies. And then for some reason...
Oh, Lord, that is not the end of the movie.
The end of the movie is that it's a flashback, all of a sudden, to Nick Cage as a kid, and his dad is like
abusing or just being a drunk asshole
to his mom, and then Nick Cage, young Nick Cage, gets the shotgun. Because it's always a shotgun, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Of course. And
then the dad's like, you grew a pair? He's like, do it. And then, like, the mom's like, no, don't do it. And then he does it.
The gunshot.
Yeah, and that's the end.
Obviously.
That's the end. Let me tell you that it is the most random ending. It's the most random ending I've ever seen. There's no indication at all. Like to that ending. This fucking movie.
All I know is my rating for this movie is in the 10% area or less than 10%. I'm not sure. Maybe 11%, and that is in the dog shit piss poor area. This movie is not worth a second watch. I want to show this to people, but I feel like that would hurt them. So show this to your enemies if you have any. Nick Cage, we love you, but at the same time, we fucking hate you.
I give it a 4.
4% out of 100.
No, 40 actually, because I've seen way worse movies, but this movie, it's shot well enough. Like I've seen movies.
10,
I've seen movies.
Minus 40.
like I could show you
33 and a third chance. So 26 people. I gotta go.
All right. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. We really appreciate it. We'll be back with another review soon. Hopefully Dan will be here.
Yeah.
Things happen. Maybe I won't be here. Who knows?
All right.
Hopefully Nick Cage will. Goodbye.
Yeah. Good night.